friends. Our today's topic is architecture of PIC 18F4550 microcontroller, which is uh, having the enhanced features as compared to the PIC 16F877 microcontroller. So we see the architecture of PIC 18F4550 microcontroller. So similar to the PIC 16F microcontroller, here PIC 18F consists of 5 I/O ports, that is port A, port B, port C, port D, and port E. So if we consider the architectural diagram and we go in a sequence or some logical manner, like as we discussed earlier in PIC 16F. So if we start from right top corner to downward direction, here we find out the ports, that is port A, port B, C, D, and E. So in this way, ports are associated, and at the bottom side from left to right side, here various peripheral features are available, that is BOR comparator, E square P ROM, CCP1. Here CCP1 is in advanced version, CCP1, CCP2, timer 0, 1, 2, 3. Here 4 timers are there. MSSP for I2C and SPI communication. USART, again enhanced USART is there. ADC, again improved ADC, that is instead of 8 analog inputs, here 13 analog inputs are there, and bit resolution capacity is 10 bits same. And here important is additional feature is USB is additional feature. So if we start from bottom side left to right, so various peripherals are available. After that, in this section, here the various flags are there. So power up timer, oscillator startup timer, power on reset, watched off timer, brownout reset, and related to the clock. After that, internal RC oscillator at the left side here. So pins are associated for that oscillator, VCC, and for USB purpose. So USB reset is there. So here internal RC oscillator used is having the capacity of 8 megahertz, so internally, which is inbuilt with the microcontroller PIC18F series. So after that, here the ALU W register is also available for ALU operations in this section. And here if we see at the top left side, here table pointer is there having the bit capacity of 21 bits, as and the program counter having bit capacity of 21 bit program counter, and the size of program memory available with the PIC18F4550 is 32 kilobytes. Also the data memory available with the PIC18F is 2 kilobytes, which is inbuilt. And to access the various memory locations, here PIC18F supports the various SFR, that is SFR0, SFR1, and SFR2. In association with that, PC latch is there. So PC latch is having the bit capacity of 21 bits. Along with that, here stack levels are improved. Here 31 stack levels are available in PIC 18F microcontroller. So PIC 18F is also an 8-bit microcontroller, but memory capacity is enhanced due to that program counter capacity is increased. So and this is the architectural diagram of an PIC 18F4550 microcontroller. Here in this microcontroller, IO pins are increased in port 1, that is port A. 1 IO pin is increased instead of 6 in earlier case. Here 7 pins are there, and in case port E, instead of 3, 4 IO pins are there. So the total number of IO pins associated with PIC18 F4550 are 7, 8, 8, 8, and 4. So total 35 IO pins are associated with PIC18F microcontroller. So this is related to the architectural diagram of an PIC18F microcontroller. We discuss the various sections or components associated with PIC microcontroller like CPU, IO ports, RAM, ROM, oscillators, PCB modules, and memory organization. After that, the various peripherals we discuss in next lecture, that is ADC, timers, interrupts, and serial communication. So, if we see the function of an CPU is similar everywhere, that is central processing unit performs the various operations related to the arithmetic operation, logical operations, some controlling operations with the help of control buses, and some memory related operations which are used to perform the writing the contents on memory or reading the contents from memory. So CPU plays an important role while accessing the microcontroller for various applications. Either internal or external peripherals are connected with the microcontrollers. So after the CPU, memory organization is also important. In this memory organization, memory is divided into RAM, ROM, and data ROM or data memory. So along with the stacks. So RAM having the capacity of 2 kilobytes, ROM, that is program memory, having the capacity of 32 kilobytes, and stack is in the level of 31 level stack is available with PIC18F4550 microcontroller. So RAM is used to store the data temporary in various registers, either in that is file registers or some memory location. So RAM generally used to store the data temporarily, along with some SFRs also used for various applications. So RAM stores the data in register banks, and register banks are divided into various memory slots or memory sections, in which they are again derived with the help of some general purpose registers or special function registers. General purpose registers are the registers having only bit capacity, not a specific function or task is associated with that registers, that FSR0, FSR1, FSR2, or some memory locations. So these are called as general purpose registers. And some registers are also available in architecture of PIC microcontroller. They are having their own functions, they could not be changed by an user. So it is called as special function registers like status register, option register, and some timer registers are also there, ADC registers are there, interrupt registers are there. So for enabling, disabling, or getting the status, these registers are used. And with the help of these registers, we are able to detect whether the specific condition is satisfied or not. So they are not available for the user for editing the contents. They are only available for getting the status by making enable, disable, or getting the status either low or high. So this is the basic difference between general purpose register and special function registers, which is also called as SFRs. After that, we go for the memory organization. So in memory organization, PIC18F having the advanced memory structure, that is program memory is enhanced, RAM is also enhanced, and E square PROM data memory is similar to the PIC16F. So as PIC18F uses Harvard architecture, here the accessing of data memory and program memory is separately, that is separate buses are provided for program memory as well as data memory. So parallel processing is possible. So instruction execution speed is again improved as compared to the von Neumann architecture used microcontroller. So this is additional feature for the PIC18F. One more feature related to the memory operation is program counter. Here PIC18F uses the program counter having the bit capacity of 21 bit handling capacity. So again, it is improved version. Also the PIC18F micro controller series supports for 32 kilobytes of flash type of program memory, which is more efficient as compared to the earlier versions, and which executes or stores the more instructions as compared to the earlier versions. here PIC18F supports for two type of interrupt vectors, low priority interrupt vector and high priority interrupt vector. Based on that, here reset vector address is always at 00h and interrupt vector address is at either 08h or 018h, that is hexadecimal. So 8h and 18h are based on the low priority interrupt or high priority interrupt. So based on that, two interrupt vector addresses are provided we see in interrupt section. After that, ROM is that as we discussed. So basic function of ROM is to store the data permanently, and generally program or code is stored in the ROM type of memory, which is not changed or which is always in stored permanent manner. So ROM is used to store the programs and some contents which cannot be changed further or as a time being. So ROM memory is most important, through which we are able to perform the various operations by storing the sequence of that particular operations in that ROM memories. After that, we see the E2PROM. E2PROM is a electrically erasable and programmable ROM. Here in PIC microcontrollers, which is used for again some temporary purpose, as here PIC having their own separate flash type of program memory. Here E2PROM is used to store some contents for specific duration as per the user requirement. After that, we see some ports related. So here, as we discussed in architectural diagram, PIC18F consists of 5 ports such as port A, port B, C, D and E. As port A consists of 7 IO pins, that is RA0 to RA7, and all the pins are acts as input as well as output pin, and these pins are accessed as input or as output with the help of data direction register or TRADOC support activity register, which is called as TRIS register. So TRIS A, TRIS B, TRIS C, TRIS D and TRIS E registers are used. So this is related to the port A, similar to the next ports, that is port B, C and D. So B, C, D are having the bit capacity of 8 bit. So each port having the IO pins are 8 IO pins per port, and additional pin functions are also associated with each and every port of an PIC microcontroller. The port E having the bit capacity of 4 bits only. Here in case of IO ports, port A and port E having the additional major pin function is analog inputs, that is support for ADC. Also ADC is also available at port B, some pins of port B, and port B supports additional pin function of external interrupts, that is INT0, INT1, INT2 and some programming applications. So that port C, timers and CCP modules are associated with port C. Port D is used for parallel port application. So additional pin function is parallel port applications to connect the parallel port. So this is regarding the IO ports associated with the PIC18F microcontroller in short. After that, we see the various buses. Buses are most important. So bus is used to transfer the data from one location or one section to another location. Here buses are important to transfer the contents from CPU to various memory locations, or some CPU to some peripherals, or vice versa. So buses are divided into 3 categories: data bus, address bus and control bus. So data bus is generally used for transfer the data from one location to another location, that is from CPU to memory or peripherals, or some peripheral or IO ports to CPU. Here CPU consists of temporary registers and W registers. Address bus is used for accessing the address of an various memories associated with the microcontroller, that is program memory or data memory. So address buses are also important to act with the help of address bus. We are able to detect and required address from which or through which we can access the contents uh, to store the contents on that particular address, or to write the contents on that particular address. So address bus are important, and control buses are also used to send the contents on the various peripherals, or clock pulses are also used to send the some status. So buses are also associated. So this is the major peripheral features of architecture of PIC 18F4550 microcontroller. So in this microcontroller, some features are added as compared to the earlier version, so which is most important. And in addition to that, some instructions are also added, so that uh, it will become more user friendly and more efficient for performing the various programming tasks. So this microcontroller is mostly used in commercial applications, that is industrial automation, and designing and development of some products related to the embedded system. I After this, we see the peripheral features of PIC 18F4550 in next lecture. So thank you for listening and watching. Thank you.